What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time. We've made the modifications. We've gotten everything kind of squared away, fitted, and now it's about time to go in there. So I'm gonna shut up. Let's get to work. All right, boys, so if you caught last week's upload, you saw we were attempting to get the Coyote engine on the K-member with the stock oil pan that was on it. Now, real quick sidebar, we weren't sure, but we did ask. The Mustang and the truck oil pans are the same, so no, there's no difference in the pan. But essentially, go back and watch the other video, but essentially we need to take out a big hump right here. As you can see, there's the stock pan right there, that big hump. And our good friend Steve, the fabricator, tore this up pretty good. Now we've got a nice right angle. Let me give you a straight on side shot. Yes, sir. It is now going to fit perfect. It will fit on the camera. One other thing, and guys, depending on the headers you've got, you may or may not have to do this, but the passenger side, you know, the pad for the motor mount, we did have to trim it and bring it back in a little bit and kind of see. But now if you run a different style header like a Cook's or something that is swept farther back, you probably won't have to do this. But again, we're all about doing this on a budget to help you out, and so that's what we're doing. We're modifying what we got to make it work. Now we're gonna see if it does work. All right, boys, transmission is on, and we are now going to try to drop this car onto it.
This don't roll as good as my other.
No, it doesn't roll very good.
The other one rolls great.
Alright.
Get one in.
Try to get her somewhat located, and as we bring the car down, it'll...
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Let's work all right here now. Gonna see, huh?
Yeah, we're going now.
We finna see, huh?
Brakes looking good.
So far, I got clean room on my side as far as brakes. Hold up and position forward. I'm gonna take this way bar off.
You reckon? Looks pretty damn good to me.
The motor's halfway into the firewall.
Oh.
Yeah, you just have to come forward a lot. Let's go put that shit.
All right, boys, we are at ground, just about at ground zero. You can see we are pretty well in, just about to body to K member. It's been kind of rough trying to hold the struts back on both sides and run the lift and make sure the engine was kind of straight in there, and do the camera as well. But guys, we are looking good. Look at this, like it belongs in there, doesn't it?
Yes,
See, the engine bay is a little dusty. The engine's a little dusty, and this looks like factory. So I think we're clear of all the AC lines. We're clear of the ABS module. Power steering lines are all kind of just falling into place. Pretty awesome. How we looking? We're about, shoot, we're pretty well.
it's close.
Pretty well close to put the ball joints back on it. See here, I think we're hitting something.
Yeah.
I think it's this spindle. We may need to come back up. It's this spindle sitting on the A-arm. Come on up.
Get that way.
All right, gentlemen, we got a Coyote in here.
It's in.
I mean, geez, guys, look at this. Like everything just kind of looks like it belongs. So far, everything clears. Now we do got to get the power by the hour brackets, move the alternator over there, stuff like that. Guys, this is going to look like a factory install. And we were talking the other day about if you're coming in from the top, why this has to come out. You can see right here, ain't no way, unless you twist the engine like, yeah, that ain't going to happen. And then also your clutch cable, now we can snap that back in. That would have been in the way. And then your throttle cable. Now the back end of the motor is going to have to come up a little bit because there's no trans mount on it, so this will actually be up higher, and that's why I was saying go ahead and get that throttle cable out while the engine bay is empty. But guys, so far, we'll get it up in the air here in just a second. We'll double check the header clearance, but I believe we're good on header clearance everywhere too. Yeah, Coyote looks like it belongs in there, and God, it looks good. Obviously, guys, we're gonna clean it all up. I know it's a little dusty and not all show quality and stuff, but just give it a little time.
Makes it look like it's always been there.
Exactly. Yeah, it looks like an original car. All right, boys. So we're gonna kind of get an idea here. We're gonna put the jack under the trans and kind of sit it level, but the header is touching right there, which that should change once we lift it. Once the back end comes up, and then it's
no trans mount on it.
right there. But other than that, let's jack it up a little bit, get it about where it's gonna sit, and all of a sudden we got clearance. Not a lot. Let's look at the pan over here. It's close, man. It's close, but we're off. The header is off there. Yeah, I think we're officially good. So the headers actually work. Like I said, boys, these are Fox body headers for a Fox body with a tubular K member, and so far they're clearing. So yeah, yeah, we did have to. There was some massaging, and that's just something you're gonna have to do as you go along. But a different style of header would definitely fit a lot better. Look at there, boys. This side's good. Like, it's really good on this side. All right, boys, real quick, we're gonna test this. It's the Ford Racing aluminum drive shaft. This is out of the Fox. I do believe that's gonna fit.
Looks nice.
Yeah, that's.
It'll,
yeah, once it goes
yeah,
down.
we ain't got no weight on the car either.
Sweet.
Didn't sit on those suspension.
And that is the one out of.
That's one out of the Fox body.
Yeah, so that's a Fox body Ford Racing aluminum drive shaft. Fits great with the TKO trans in the H car. So nothing wrong with that. Guys, we're looking at this right here, the transmission mount. The 99 to 04 cars, as you can see, they don't go all the way out to the frame rails. They're these little short ones. And looking like we're gonna have to do some slight modification because we're not lining up here. Now Stifler's does make a nice option that you could use that lets you slide back and forth. But yeah, that's gonna be something that we weren't 100% prepared for. Now, if you're running the 3650, you're fine. If you're running the stock transmission, which bolts right up to the Coyote, you're fine. But you know, we're going a little farther out with this Tremec, so let's see what we can figure out with this thing. All right, guys, so let's talk reality here. If you see this right here, we've kind of got the transmission exactly where it needs to be, and we're still touching, which, you know, welcome to swap life. Even in a Fox body, you're still going to have a few places you're going to have to clearance. So we're going to ding right there. Slight ding right there. I mean, you can see, guys, it's just barely, I mean, just barely touching.
Yeah, we're just going to tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, massage, just a little massage. And then we've got one more spot up here where we modified the pan. It's still barely touching. Oh yeah, had to trim this just a little bit, and then you can see right there where we modded the pan. It's still, and guys, when I'm saying it's touching, it's just barely touching, and clearly you don't want that because everything's going to kind of settle. So just to make sure we don't have any clearance issues when everything's settled. And right, yeah, I mean, once everything's bolted down, we don't want any issues. So again, y'all, this is swap life, so be prepared to do a little beating and banging and grinding and cutting, but overall not very hard at all. All right, boys, as you go back in, there's a couple areas you're gonna want to grind. It's where these where this metal comes out here. Grind that area, you can see, and then we'll get this right here. And then last but not least, gonna grind just a little bit here. Like I said, guys, it's not a lot, but again, once you tighten everything down and everything settles, things are gonna do what?
Just where that black mark's at.
Yeah. Other than that,
That ain't bad, fit.
not bad, yeah. I mean, stock K member with long tube headers that weren't designed for the car. I mean, you can't really complain too much, y'all. Not bad at all. So if you do all of this the first time, it'll save yourself a lot of headaches. So just clearance all these areas first. And also, guys, this is kind of header specific too. So if you got a different set of headers, you'll probably be in better shape. All right, gents, so we actually got clearance everywhere now. Engine is pretty well bolted in for the last time. We got to figure out some transmission mount options. Probably do it Stiflers. They always come through, help us get these transmissions mounted. But other than that, guys, it's been a long, busy day. Learned a lot. Couple other things we got to do. We got to get the eye-box springs in, and we got some caster camber plates over there. New struts coming, so suspension's getting breathed on a little bit. It's gonna be looking good. Get the rack back in, and in the next upload, guys, you will see the solutions for the fuel system. We'll show you in depth on that. We'll have some part numbers and stuff for you for that. You've already seen that video. We'll kind of wrap that up. Basically, at that point, fuel system's done, engine's in. Gonna do some wiring and get the Dakota Digital cluster put in and fire it up. All right, boys, so that is pretty much what we got for today. Quick note, guys, we're doing the factory K member in the interest of budget and showing you guys how you can get this swap done. But I want to show you all something real quick. Best of luck.
Yeah, you can't even see it.
Your starter is in there, guys. So yeah, it's way up in there. So you're even with a different set of headers, boys. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So this is just a little food for thought. Yes, it can work. It can be made to work. It will take a lot of extra effort if you need to swap the starter. Basically, you have to lift the motor up. So if you have one available, if you have funds available, put a K member in the car, drop some weight, make it easier to work on. And then all the stuff that we had to do today, you won't have to worry about. So just a little food for thought. So if you love this video and you got some value out of it, please give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. And we're going to get back to work because we're going to get this car going and go do smoky burnouts. Yes.